Well, hello there everyone and welcome to a new video over here on Antons Hardware channel. Now today we're going to talk about a headset, and not just any headset, but a remake or a version 2.0 of a headset that I did a review about some time ago, and it's the Teufel Gaming Cage 2020 version. But how much better is it than the previous version? Let's find out in this video. This headset is made by Teufel. It's a company that's based in Berlin, and it's making audio products for some time now. And a couple of years ago they released their first gaming headset, which was the Gaming Cage. I wasn't too happy with that headset. There were some serious flaws with that one. One of them is that the microphone was in a really weird position. Also, the audio quality wasn't that good. So I was wondering, when I saw that the 2020 version came out, I was wondering, how good is it? And is it any better than the last version? Now, when I went on their website, it said that it is a first-class HD headset for gamers with a built-in USB sound card. It is a Cmedia Xear audio processor that's in there. And it has two 40mm linear HD drivers, which produces deep, earthy basses and a velvet soft high notes. Well, I was wondering what that is, and I was trying to figure out if it is true. So the headset is nice on your head. It feels very comfortable. The padding on the ears, it's nice. It's not too hard. It's not too soft. I did have some issues with this headset after some time while wearing it. Is that it starts to press on your jaw just a little bit. It isn't irritating, but it's just something that is there. Now, it isn't annoying in any way. So, but otherwise, it's just really nice to hear this headset. Now, when using the USB cable that came with this headset, I heard a constant hissing sound that's in the background, and from experience I could tell you that it was EMI, or electromagnetic interference. So I thought, well, maybe it's my computer, or let's just try and switch from this computer to another computer on even USB ports, but nothing changed the hissing. So I can only come to the conclusion that the USB audio processor must generate this, very audible hiss. And this is what the driver interface looks like when you have rebooted your computer. Now there's an introduction page with several pages, like an overwhelming sound and some new features. Now let's go through the settings of this driver interface. Here you have the dashboard with all the settings and everything which is enabled. Here you have a microphone with some interesting settings, like the microphone volume, the monitor volume, which is interesting because you can hear yourself while talking through the microphone while having your headset set on. Sometimes when you do not have this enabled, you will start screaming and shouting even more than normal because you cannot hear your own voice. Now, another thing is this on the Xear Magic Voice, and is a fun feature that alerts that alters how your voice sounds over the microphone. You can surprise your teammates and have some fun sounding like someone or someone else. Now let's start, and I'll switch to the microphone of the headset, and you can hear what that actually sounds like.
So this is me as a gargoyle.
Or maybe even a duck.
A man.
Or a woman. Now I really do not understand why this setting is here. Is there anyone who actually uses this?
I think it's stupid, lame, and
childish. So please, Teufel, you're a serious company.
Leave this out of everything you have, because it's just stupid. Leave it out. Why even bother inserting this into a driver?
And so let's head over to the other pages, like the audio with the game chat balance, which is interesting because you can adjust the audio focus between your team and your game. This is very interesting. Sometimes the game is too loud, sometimes your teammates will not talk loud enough, so you can change the balance with this one. It's an interesting feature. It's nice to see this one. Next up is the surround sound. Now for all those who have heard me in my previous videos, I really dislike surround sound, and I'll let you hear why that is. Because when I enable this and I'll start pressing play, you'll hear this.
Left front, center, right front, right surround, right back surround, left back surround, left surround.
Now, besides having a really irritating voice, this woman, but I cannot differentiate between front in front of me or to the back of me. Why is this here? It's just adding a lot of echo to a otherwise good product. So get rid of the surround sound, and that's not just for Teufel, it's for every other sound card device maker. Remove the virtual surround, because there's nothing virtual surround about it. It's just adding a lot of echo to it, and it's stupid. Now let's head over to the Equalizer, and it looks like this. And this device, something new is the multi-purpose button, and you can set it to different things. And I think it's an interesting option that you have with this headset. Now here you can set the light intensity to high, medium, or even off. And this is what happens when you change the light intensity of the Gaming Cage 2020. This is off, medium, and high. And just to make a quick comparison, this is the old headset, or the 2019 version of the Gaming Cage, and here you cannot set the lighting intensity of the headset. It's just one setting, it's on. So let's compare the two headsets, the 2019 version and the 2020 version. Now I think both of them use the Cmedia 6571 audio processor, or USB sound card as they call it. I'm not completely sure. I haven't opened up any of these headsets, and I'm not going to because I don't want to destroy them. But I think it's this one because the specifications of both the Cmedia, as it says on the website, and what's inside and what it's stated by Teufel are exactly the same. And since it's a Xear headset or something with that, like that, I know it's a Cmedia. On the surface, both headsets also look very similar, but the major difference is that the microphone placement is very different, and it's a definite improvement. With the old one you had the microphone in your field of view constantly, which was annoying. Now the microphone of both of them is very good. It also has some nice features, this microphone, like the red line to indicate the direction of the microphone. That's something that the old one didn't have. Also the letters in the ear cups to indicate which ear goes where, in case you forgot which is what is left and right. Now the foam feels nice and keeps the ambient sound in your room outside, so if you don't want to hear your wife, this is the headset for you. The construction, as I said before, is very solid, and it's, well, excellent build quality. The volume button is still at the same place, but some of the buttons have changed position, like the microphone on-off button, which is, in the old headset you had two different buttons you could push to turn them on or off. On the new one, it's just the one button. So how does this headset sound like? Well, to be very honest, it was really flat. There wasn't anything going on. It was as if the Cmedia Xear wasn't doing anything. It was flat sound. The bass was underpowered. There wasn't anything earthy about the bass, and there was definitely nothing velvety about the high. So it was an uninspiring of listening session. You could fiddle around with the Equalizer if you want to, but you either have to have really good hearing or a very good instrumentation to measure where the flaws are and which band you have to adjust to get a nice flat audio picture. And I have neither of them, so that's why I always dislike using an equalizer. And so the listening session wasn't that good. Now when I switched over to the 3.5mm plugs, everything changed. The sound was crisp, velvety, The bass was earthy. I finally understand what people are trying to tell me what a real Teufel sound is, because now I finally heard it. Now, I was using my EVGA-NU sound card, which is, in my opinion, one of the best sound cards out there. And now I must say that the sound was excellent. It almost is on par with the Beyerdynamic MMX 300 that I have. There are some major downsides when using the 3.5mm, I must add. First off, you cannot use the driver interface. Also, the volume button that's on the bottom here, it does work with the older version that I have back there, because that's just an analog button. This is a digital button and it doesn't work. Also, the multifunction button doesn't work anymore. All those things don't work if you use the 3.5mm jack plug. Nice. So, in the end, will I recommend this? Well, you can expect my answer, and the answer is no, I will not. It's a really well built, but the downsides of the audio hissing and the Cmedia chip are too much for me to even, well, justify this purchase. So that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll hope to see you in the next one. See you then. Bye bye.